If there's one person who can finally put a Karen in their place, it's a judge, dishing out some legal karma to the Karens who need it most. But it doesn't always go to plan. So in today's video, we've put together a collection of clips showing times when Karens go toe-to-toe with a real long arm of the law. Unlucky Court is now in session. You know, as lawyers, you'd think these Karens would understand that you're not meant to argue and upset the judge. Otherwise, this happens.
Good afternoon, Judge. Karen Stevens, in pro per for my motion for sanctions against Mr. Nicoletti for this vexatious and frivolous PPO.
I'm sorry, on this what?
I have a motion for sanctions against...
I know that. And the purpose of the sanctions are based on what?
It was a frivolous and vexatious PPO based on nonsense. I am not stalking Mr. Nicoletti.
I haven't signed a PPO.
His petition for a PPO. Let me...
Okay, were you served?
No, I wasn't, but may I...
No, you may not. How can you ask to sanction someone when you haven't even been served?
That's the point.
Ms. Stevens, do not interrupt me when I'm speaking, ma'am.
I have a constitutional right to be heard.
On what basis? There is no case before me, ma'am, other than the fact that you filed this frivolous motion, taking up this court's time for no good reason other than your own personal vendetta against this man for whatever reason you may have, and I really don't care because it does not involve me or my court.
Personal life. It's your business. It has nothing to do with
Miss Hardwick.
No.
You will be held in contempt of this court if you become disruptive.
I don't care. I haven't done anything to this court. I haven't done anything to him.
She will be arrested for contempt of the court.
It doesn't make any difference.
You will serve 10 days for contempt of court. Go now.
This criminal Karen has a complete courtroom meltdown. Maybe jail isn't the best place for her. Asylum springs to mind.
But have you ever been treated for any mental health issues?
Why don't you go f*** first?
I'm sorry, ma'am?
I said go f*** yourself.
Okay, well, I'm a little busy right now, so I'm not able to do that. Ma'am, I'm just trying to help you.
Ma'am, he's trying to help you, and please don't use profanity or try and disrupt my courtroom, because I don't want to be forced to hold you in contempt of court. All right, Mr. Snyder's trying to help you. And I'm ordering that you stay away from Cynthia Cuba. Do not have any contact with her, and you must stay away from her home and place of business. As to the other case...
Who is this Cynthia Cuba? Tell me!
I think you allegedly tried to hit with the pliers. The other case... F-15...
It's right from
the bond on count one is $5,000.
Two and three.
It's $5,000, and count three is $1,000. Have a nice day, ma'am. We'll try and get you into the hospital.
Being taken into custody for criminal contempt. Your disruptive and disrespectful behavior disrupted today's proceedings, and you, ma'am, are going to the Wayne County Jail for 93 days for direct criminal contempt.
And his mother, Donna, she spends the night in jail and appears before Judge Lillard the next morning. Donna seems to have learned a serious lesson from just one night behind bars.
Ms. Cosby, is there something you'd like to say?
Yes, I deeply apologize for what I did. I was under a lot of stress. And I deeply apologize for what I did in your court. I just needed to get out. And it's been very hard for me this year, and I know for the other family, and I'm so sorry for what I did, and I know it was wrong, and I apologize.
After clearly losing the battle of getting on the judge's good side, this prosecution Karen storms out of the court. Sore loser, I guess.
I'm sorry, but I would object to going forward anyway right now without the elected county prosecutor who's on this case.
But she chose not to be here.
That's not accurate, Judge.
Okay, okay, your objection's noted.
We had a phone status conference 2 weeks ago in which Ms. Schiff will...
Your objection is noted. Okay?
I'm not going to participate in this proceeding without the elected county prosecutor. I think this is a sham that you're going forward. When the court was...
You're going to sit here. You're going to sit here.
You were told about her unavailability and specifically told her on the phone not to cancel that appointment, that it wouldn't be a problem.
Well, I'll tell you what. If you want to be here for the decision, that's your business.
Well, Your Honor, I think this is outrageous. You're going forward without the prosecutor.
Are you employed?
No,
How are you supporting yourself?
I'm not.
Who's supporting you?
Nobody.
Well, what are you eating other than drugs?
I have food stamps.
I'm sorry, what?
I have food stamps.
Who's giving you food stamps? You don't have your child with you. Those food stamps are for your child.
Yes, ma'am. I just recently applied and I got approved for emergency food stamps.
I cannot understand a word
I
you're saying.
applied and I got approved for emergency food stamps.
I know people who really should have food stamps that don't get approved. You don't have your child with you. You're using meth. You're probably selling your food stamps for meth. And this is a tampering with a government record. I don't even know if you obtain your food stamps legitimately. What did you tell them in order to get food stamps? Because you don't qualify. I think she's probably going to end up with another criminal case.
Yes.
Because I don't know a government giving out food stamps to people who won't work. There's nothing wrong with you. You don't have your child with you. Somebody else is taking care of your child. Oh, no, not for me. Thank you.
I have to look for work. It's like one of the conditions that they gave me in order to get food stamps. I'm supposed to be going to the workforce.
Well, you're obviously doing a poor job of it, but I tell you what, you're in this court, you're going to have employment. I'm not going to, the length of probation is outside the agreement. So it's going to be more than 4 years in this court because she has a lot of work that needs to be done to, I don't know why you're giving me the attitude.
No, I'm not trying to. I'm sorry.
Yes, you are. Either that or it's because you're high. I don't know which one it is, but you're giving me attitude. And that attitude will most likely be readjusted by me at the Bexar County Jail. I don't know if your attorney told you this, but I can send you to the Bexar County Jail as a condition of this probation. And I can also send you to the state jail facility as a condition of this probation for attitude readjustment. Do you want that?
No.
All right. I'm going to sentence her to 6 years deferred adjudication. You're getting a job. And there are plenty of jobs that are available. You're going to knock your pride aside. And if you're going to be flipping burgers at McDonald's or working on fries, you're going to be the best fry person you can be until you move up. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
How far did you go in school?
9th grade.
9th grade. Why did you drop out? What were these problems? You using drugs?
No, not necessarily. Just like things that were going on with my mom's marriage and everything else.
Mm-hmm. And what's that tattoo on your neck? All right. People love to put down sands on their bodies because they can't remember them. All right, it's going to be a $1,500 fine probated, proof of employment, and it's going to be proof of full-time employment within 15 days. If you have to get 2 part-time jobs, you will get 2 part-time jobs for the court.
Mr. Jones, you may not say to this jury that you complied with discovery. That is not true. You may not say it again. You may not tell this jury that you are bankrupt. That is also not true. You may have filed for bankruptcy. I don't know that, but I've heard that. That doesn't make a person or a company bankrupt. You're already under oath to tell the truth. You've already violated that oath twice today in just those 2 examples. It seems absurd to instruct you again that you must tell the truth while you testify. Yet here I am. You must tell the truth while you testify. This is not your show. You need to slow down and not take what you see as opportunities to further the message you're wanting to further, and instead only answer the specific and exact question you have been asked.
I do have reason to believe that competency is an issue in this case.
Well, I was going to say,
I would.
This nut mother son.
Any more
Counsel, you can go ahead.
I believe competency is an issue in this case. I would ask that.
It's not a joke, you know. We are not in a club now.
Okay, but if you
Hey,
don't
well,
kind
you
of,
see,
you know,
we are
but
not in a club. Be serious about it.
I'm serious about
Oh,
it.
you're
You
being
just
very.
made me
I can
laugh.
see you're serious, all right.
You just made me laugh. I apologize.
It's all right. How much is your jewelry worth?
It's worth a lot of money.
Like what?
Like Rick Ross.
Huh?
It's worth
Ma'am?
money.
Have you had any kind of drugs in the last 24 hours?
Actually, no.
Actually, no.
Judge, I'll make it easy for the court, respectfully. I would set the appointment at this time.
No, I'm going to appoint you because you own a lot of substantial amounts of jewelry. You can go and sell your jewelry for a private attorney. What is the standard bond?
Taking the oath in court, this Karen decides it's wise to constantly interrupt the judge, but this quick-witted judge knows exactly how to handle it. Wait for it.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to provide will be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth under penalty of perjury?
I would like to call.
Ma'am, stop. I know you want to control this room, but this isn't Burger King. When the sign changes to Burger King, you can have it your way. Right now, this is my courtroom, and you will answer my questions.
Under my fifth.
Stop. Do you promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth under penalty of perjury? Yes or no? Are you going to tell the truth? All right, I'll take that as silence. I understand her attorney is on here. Where is her attorney?
Mr. J. Becker.
Again, say anything again without telling me you're going to tell the truth, and I will hold you in contempt of court for 93 days. Contempt carries with it 93 days and or $7,500. You will not act disrespectful in this court. Do you understand, ma'am? You certainly may remain silent. Where is your attorney? Do we have an attorney?
I'm here.
Sir?
You do, Your Honor.
She was put on notice that there was going to be...
Even you don't testify to that.
An
the
application.
best you have testified
She's
to
put,
about notice is I do believe there was talks about application.
Exactly.
But I'm reading your words, right?
Exactly.
But I don't recall telling her specifically how the process
Exactly.
works.
She was on
that
notice.
is not
There's an
putting her on
application.
notice, Mr. Paulino. She's going to have to fill out a 10-page thing that asks her
That's not?
to list.
She can't go down to the condo place
Mr.
and get an
Paulino,
application?
It's not.
This is standard practice, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Paulino, you're dead wrong.
That's your opinion.
No, that's my ruling, pal. And let me tell you something, Mr. University of Miami Law School. I taught at UM for many, many years, and you right now are embarrassing us. You do not show that kind of disrespect, okay? If you don't like what the judge is doing, then you take it to the next forum. But you do not sit here and say that's your opinion like a baby when a judge rules against. Don't even utter another word. You got a lot to learn about what it means to be a litigator and a lawyer.
I don't want to be... either.
Good, because you don't have it in you. But you got a lot to learn about what it means to be a member of the Florida bar. And if you think that this kind of petulance and babiness on your part, to turn around and tell a judge who you disagree with, well, that's your opinion, is going to get you anywhere, you are sorely mistaken. If there's nothing you should have learned in the last 2 years as a law student, there's something you should have learned as a human growing up, that you do not show that kind of disrespect. You don't like it, take it to the hallway. But you do not look a judge in the face, because I don't care what you think about me. You got to respect this process. And if there's anybody who I expect to respect this process, it's a second-year law student at the University of Miami.
This next male Karen is begging to be released, but when the judge tells him that the law isn't up to him to decide, you'll never guess what he does next.
Yes, sir. I think it's very unfair, the marijuana law here. I think we the people deserve better, because marijuana is a very harmless drug, and it's been around for ages, since the 80s and 90s.
I've heard that baloney all my life, so don't go any further on that.
Yes, sir.
I don't know whether it's good or bad. All I know is Tennessee still has it against the law. I swore to uphold the laws, and I have to uphold the laws as a judge. It probably is unfair, but I can't change it. You've got to go see the legislature to get that changed.
Yes, sir.
And if you get it changed, I'll be the happiest man in the world, because I won't have to fool with it. But right now, it's the law of Tennessee, and I have to enforce it. Now, if you want to plead guilty, you can today. But if you want a trial, we can give you a trial on the officer's stage. which it's Officer Vincent.
Officer Vincent?
You want to fix trial date?
Yeah, we can do that.
That'd be fun. Then you make another speech. Vincent. May 7th. Yeah, call him. I can't give you the name of the man you really need to call. But there's somebody.
Hey! We the people deserve better.
Take him to jail. Take him to jail.
No, I'm sorry, but I would object to going forward anyway right now without the elected county prosecutor who's on this case.
But she chose not to be here.
That's not accurate, Judge.
Okay, okay, your objection's noted.
We had a phone status conference 2 weeks ago in which Ms. Schiffel...
Your objection is noted. Okay?
I'm not going to participate in this proceeding without the elected county prosecutor. I think this is a sham that you're going forward. When the court was...
You're going to sit here. You're going to sit here.
You were told about her unavailability and specifically told her on the phone not to cancel that appointment, that it wouldn't be a problem.
Well, I'll tell you what. If you want to be here for the decision, that's your business.
Well, Your Honor, I think this is outrageous. You're going forward without the prosecutor.
I'm not sure that this male Karen criminal understands the law, or much else really, as he claims even though he stole the money from a bank, he's innocent. Never mind innocent, how about arrogant? And guilty, don't forget about guilty.
The issue here was the enactment clause. All that was a diversion. I'm talking about the enactment clause under our Constitution. Okay. Michigan Constitution, 1963, Article 4, subsection 23. What it states, it's mandatory, it's shall. You know this.
Mr. Roy?
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm getting high strong again, but I love the Constitution.
Take it down. But no, I didn't know. I mean, I know I schooled you on it, but I didn't know you didn't let go and listen to me. So, all right, I just want to make sure.
Okay.
The statute would say we the people of the state of Michigan enact, and then would go into the statute. The complaint is then going to basically apprise you that you have violated this statute that the state of Michigan, or the people of the state of Michigan have enacted. So you've got that just a touch bit wrong.
Okay, correct.
All right.
But it should say enactment clause, because this lets me know the authority by which is decreed.
It doesn't have to, but go ahead.
It doesn't have to, but Your Honor, I'm not even in no position to say anything. You know the law, but I'm just saying from what I'm reading in the Constitution and what it says and what Supreme Court justices have stated on the matter.
All right.
Okay? That's all I'm saying. I don't know nothing but what I read and what I interpret. I think I'm pretty intelligent enough to interpret the English dictionary.
Yes. All right.
Yes. So, what you're telling me is that regardless to what, you're going to bend the Constitution to your understanding and how you want to rule it on this, and that you still obtain subject matter jurisdiction on a false and bogus complaint. Is that what you're telling me?
Mr. Moore?
Yes, sir.
In 16 years,